before we get to
It's
Twitch's,
sad.
before we get to Twitch sexism and favoritism, hashtag Twitch respond by Jidion, we're going to watch a short video that sparked this original video that Jidion is kind of riding on a little bit by a big YouTuber whose name is CoryxKenshin. For those of you who don't know, CoryxKenshin is a black content creator. He's a black YouTuber. He's pretty big. He's got 14.1 million subscribers. And his latest video, which was trending, which was #1 on trending, and then last night it was #3, now it's #32 on trending, which accrued more than 5 million views over the course of 2 days, is about YouTube racism and favoritism. CoryxKenshin makes, from what I understand, makes YouTube Let's Play videos. It's just, you know, that's what YouTubers call video game streams. And he seems like a cool dude. He seems like a very cool dude. He made this video after he played. He did a Let's Play video on. He did a Let's Play video on what's the game he did? Fucking the Autopsy, right? What is it? The scary game that I'm actually gonna potentially play as well. Mortuary Assistant. Sorry, it's a horror. It's an independent horror game by the name of Mortuary Assistant. Okay, thank you, chatters. I want to play it as well. It's very scary, from what I understand. It's right up my alley. But one thing I have to mention before we even move on to anything else is that, from what I understand, Cory is family friendly, that he goes beyond, above and beyond what other content creators on YouTube aren't even doing, where he even basically will bleep out curse words in the game itself. He is very family friendly. I mean, he's got 14 million views. He's one of the largest YouTubers on the planet, obviously. And yeah, someone in the chat said, I let my 13-year-old watch him. Exactly. He is very family friendly. Oh, yes, he watched the Charlie vid. No, I didn't. If I had watched the Charlie video, or if I had watched the Ludwig video, they wouldn't show up on my recommended as new, okay? Why is it that, like, every time I arrive at something that's going on YouTube, I have to have seen Moist Critical's video or Ludwig's video? Why can I have not seen the video on my own? Jesus fucking Christ. Stop self-reporting, okay? Chatters. You probably watch those things. Now I'm going to give you my take. Now, what ended up happening, and I'm going to actually show you this video because it explains it perfectly.
I'm going to try
but what ended up happening is that he made this video called YouTube Racism and Favoritism.
best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. You guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Typical. Appeal rejected.
Classic.
They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Cory, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision.
Classic.
I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I send him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression. And I'm just going to leave it there, lest this video also get age.
Yeah, so there was a depiction of suicide, from what I understand, in the Mortuary Assistant game. Okay, this is an understandable piece of content that YouTube would 100% age restrict. It's one of those things. If you know anything about these platforms and the terms of service, you know that they're very vague, and they're very vague on purpose, so you can have some leniency for certain content creators. Because contextually speaking, banning free speech is a very difficult endeavor, something I talk about all the time. Now, having said that, before you move on to Logan Paul, and before we move on to anything else. I don't know every single video that he went through. I didn't look through every single video that he went through to see if the depiction of suicide in all of those other videos that he's referencing, it would be an important thing, but there is more to this. That would be important to find out. But there's more to this because there was at least one person that he found that was a sizable content creator that had not been age restricted, despite having that exact same scene.
Age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part.
Stop saying letting him explain. I've already watched this video. I'm doing a YouTube video describing to you and also everyone else that will maybe watch this YouTube video what he is going to describe. I already watched this video. Shut the fuck up, chatters. Shut up. I know you watched the YouTube video as well. Okay? Shut the fuck up, you dumb motherfuckers. Can I just please do commentary without you coming in and be like, duh, I know better. He's gonna say it. Let him talk.
The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you say?
Markiplier always gets dragged into YouTube moderation controversies. Now, I don't know enough about Markiplier to speak on this, but I have talked to other YouTubers. I've talked to other people about this. The reason why Markiplier gets dragged into it is because YouTube is favoritist. They do apply favoritism to their content creators. Markiplier is an unproblematic YouTuber who does Let's Play video gaming videos, and he's huge, okay? One of the largest YouTubers on the fucking face of this planet. So because of that reason, and because he's unproblematic and otherwise a good person overall, YouTube, of course, is perfectly fine with having someone like Markiplier be their favorite content creator. He's the perfect poster boy. He is the perfect poster boy for YouTube. And there's nothing wrong with that, for the record. It's not his fucking fault. Markiplier isn't family friendly. There's cursing and everything. He's just never said the N-word in general. Yes. And this is actually the larger point that I want to make. You've arrived at the correct point, chatter. Because Markiplier is white and doesn't say the N-word, the bar is super fucking low for white content creators in becoming the face of YouTube. Because there's plenty of other large YouTube content creators who are white who have said the N-word, okay? That's the point. And YouTube itself, and I'm jumping from point to point here, but Markiplier's YouTube video is not age restricted. They come back to Cory and they say, oh, my bad, after he basically makes this call out. Sorry, he's Asian. He's not white. Sorry. He's not black. The point is he's not black. Shut the fuck up. Don't come up my ass. I don't have a problem with Markiplier. I think Markiplier is great. I'm explaining the video because I'm going to move on. I'm going to give you my commentary on the situation. And it's something that a lot of fucking dumbass chatters know enough about so they can like chime in and chirp and fucking do the thing. It's like me playing a video game. You know more about the video game than me, so you like can't shut the fuck up in the chat. You gotta chirp, trying to ignore the chat as best as I can. It's not Markiplier's fault that he's a good person, a good content creator, and therefore one of YouTube's favorite sons, okay? It's not his fault at all. As a matter of fact, in the past, Markiplier had a similar situation with Charlie. Most Critical's YouTube video was actually age restricted or got hit with the demonetization, whereas Markiplier's YouTube video that featured a similar thing did not, and Markiplier actually fucking posted, said fair is fair, I had this too. YouTube actually ended up clapping both Markiplier's video and Charlie's video. This happens over and over again. This has happened time and time again, and it's happening here as well. Why? Because there's favoritism. However, in this circumstance, the question that Cory poses is racism also a factor? He mentions certain things, especially after he gets upset. He has a certain set of questions which I think are pretty adequate, especially because YouTube goes, you know, we fucked up, which pisses him off further.
He was excited. And they removed it. Now, my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh, great, this is awesome. Look, Cory, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play. There was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, number one, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted it in the first place? Number two, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number three, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision? My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10-15 minutes, and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm #1 trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe?
Okay, so this part was really interesting for me. And this is something I asked questions about further with other content creators who are deeply knowledgeable on YouTube. One of the things I asked was the #1 trending situation. The trending tab, as we all know, used to be, way back in the day, just whichever YouTube video had the most views. That changed relatively quickly, but now the trending tab is a mixture of like whichever YouTube videos are popping, but also there is a manual control over what gets put on the trending tab. There is a human component to it, right? If YouTube did not want him to actually thrive or succeed, they probably wouldn't allow any videos of his to ever make it on the trending tab. Right? Like if that was their ultimate goal. I think YouTube also likes showcasing diversity as long as it's not like, you know, the face of the company, but always loves beefing up diversity initiatives, making it seem like they care about the LGBT community, making it seem like they care about, you know, their black content creators or brown content creators. That's certainly something that YouTube wants to present themselves as doing. It's marketing for the most part, but YouTube undoubtedly has to do that now, partially because everybody does it, okay? And this video itself went on #1 trending. But also they have to do it because, one, everyone does it. Everyone does the liberal, aesthetics, pandering to diverse audiences and whatnot. But the other reason why they have to do it is because YouTube undoubtedly was racist and still is incredibly racist in its content moderation. It's just the fucking truth. What do I mean by this? Because I know that I even after talking to some people like Ludwig, for example, there was a side of YouTube that they had not even thought about. A side of YouTube that I'm from, that I actually grew up in, basic political YouTube. Consistent content creators on YouTube aren't necessarily iShowSpeed that have been around for a very long time, way before iShowSpeed even existed. The largest live streamers on YouTube are not people like Dr. Disrespect. They're people like Steven Crowder, very famously recreated the George Floyd execution. Well, didn't actually recreate it because he was too much of a pussy to do so. Tim Pool, who was, the classic 50 state landslide Donald Trump's going to win guy, and Ben Shapiro. And before that, Joe Rogan. These are guys that blew the fuck up over the course of the past 10 years, alongside YouTube gaining more prominence. YouTube did not do anything deal with not only these guys, but also all of the Gamergate adjacent content creators, all the neck-bearded, quartering style, Sargon of Akkad, and even way worse, literal fucking Nazis on their platform. And they knew about it. They knew that this was happening on their platform. They let it thrive. They did not try to tweak the algorithm. They did not try to stop it. They didn't try to do anything. Do you want to know why I know that? Because I was working with YouTube and Google at the time when I was at the Young Turks. And every time I interacted with any Google employee or any YouTube employee, this was the #1 thing I brought up. It was such a gigantic problem for the past fucking 10 years almost on YouTube that I brought it up all the fucking time. Now, things have gotten better. Things have gotten better on YouTube. You no longer have like overt, openly Nazi content creators gain prominence. They still have their accounts and whatnot, but it is never, it's not as powerful or as prescient or as popular as it used to be, but there was a time and place where YouTube had a alt-right rabbit hole. Okay, you could very easily fall down it. Some of you in this community probably fell down it back in the day in the Gamergate era. You have people like PewDiePie who themselves might have even fallen down that similar rabbit hole at a certain point in time. They would collaborate with people like Ben Shapiro, or even in certain instances end up promoting literal Nazi accounts like that ER guy who was who used to make anime videos, who was a straight up Nazi, like an actual straight up fucking Nazi. Basically, that era of YouTube makes what you see with Andrew Tate look laughable. That era of YouTube might have played a fundamental role in the Unite the Right rally, having as many people in attendance as it did. Lauren Southern, Baked Alaska, Sargon of Akkad, all of these content creators, and every single one of them, JonTron, every single one of these content creators, ranging from, oh, I don't really understand this sort of thing, to like straight up Nazis, okay? Paul Joseph Watson, Alex fucking Jones, Stefan Molyneux, Joe Rogan gave platforms to these people like Milo Yiannopoulos. Notch. These people all blew the fuck up and normalized white supremacist values, white supremacist attitudes. They aligned themselves with white supremacists, and it was a killing. It was a straight up killing for them. They destroyed it. They were doing so goddamn well for a very, very long time. A platform that is not racist would 1,000,000% turn around and deal with that shit immediately. But YouTube turned a blind eye to it because it was growing as a platform and it wanted to keep growing as a platform. And for that reason, they didn't care enough. That negligence is still racist, okay? When you have that level of awesome power and you don't do anything about it and you abdicate your responsibility, that's it. You're not doing a good job. You are still participating in racist outcomes. Why is JonTron bad? A lot of people don't know this. JonTron was another person who was in the alt-right rabbit hole. I think he still is probably. I don't really care because he's kind of irrelevant. But yes, JonTron was very much one of those fucking dudes. Like very, very racist. He even went so far as to say just completely made up shit. Like rich black people do more crime than poor white people. Like he was just trying. He was one of those types of racists. When you're a platform like YouTube, you have a certain set of responsibilities. When you see the next generation, the upcoming generation turn straight up right wing and have like some of your top content creators in the space, in the essayist space, collaborate with some of the top content creators on the platform itself, are 2 degrees removed from like literal fucking neo-Nazis, like Lauren Southern went and worked with actual out and about neo-Nazi groups like Identity Europa to try to stop migrant ships from coming into Europe, like physically stop a treacherous for said migrants on fucking pontoons and shit that is already deadly. You're basically offering a platform to Nazis when you don't do anything about it. They tweaked it to feature more marginalized views. Used to be all roads led you to the most popular vids called Gangnam Style Problem. So they mixed in less popular vids, which led to far right vids. Algo tweak happened just before this era you speak of. There's definitely a difference between someone like PewDiePie and JonTron though. Yeah, for sure. I've talked about this many times. PewDiePie himself had really good takes about like he has combated back in 2016. PewDiePie was going on podcasts combating the misinformation about Muslims in Sweden. Like he literally was openly anti-Islamophobic. And then a couple years later, he was putting Ben Shapiro on. A couple years later, he was putting ER as which is a straight up Nazi channel in his like 100 million subscription video promoting them. You know what I mean? Now he's no longer in the public spotlight as much, and I do think that he probably is no longer as I don't think he has the same attitude that he once did. But I can never know. I don't know. For those reasons, and for not adequately applying their terms of service, which already existed, YouTube was behaving in a racist way.
Believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was #1 trending for like a week? They copyright struck me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading? I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year. Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again and I'm getting my numbers, they're climbing, they're exploding, I'm #1 trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views, he's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought. Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's gonna continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video. They re-age restricted the video. I say no. I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his videos, it got caught with their pants down. They got called out, And then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa. Okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it. You thought that I wasn't gonna like talk about this, make a video about it? You realize how bad this looks for you. You realize how unfair this comes across. In all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen before? They saw that I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on, so then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip. And then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more heavily scrutinized than my peers? My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people around my level, around my view count, just to keep it simple. Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which I've done multiple times. And every single time I start to get an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity, dude, here comes YouTube coming through. Hey, let's get him for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Corey? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform. It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because I've been #1 trending since I got back. Every other YouTuber has uploaded the mortuary assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now I realize that when you call someone a racist, very serious accusation. And for that matter, how do you expressly prove that someone is a racist? I mean, unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat. How do you really know? And admittedly, I cannot 100% prove that race had everything to do with this. But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video and it can be the same exact video and they restrict the black person's video but not the white? I feel I've been mistreated for even when we hit 10 million subscribers and I was supposed to get my diamond play button. There was no correspondence. These situations always coincide with an uptick and it always just comes off. We can't let this black guy get too high up. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's how it comes off. I don't see any other YouTube that gets #1 trending many times and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them. I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad taught me if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that, no problem. But to me, you know what it comes off? It comes off whenever CoryxKenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something.
Here's one thing I will say about this. I already think YouTube definitely turned a blind eye to racism, which is racist in and of itself. You can only do that if you don't give a shit because you don't care about the lasting impact that like white supremacy running rampant on your platform will have. However, in this circumstance, I think YouTube is more so on the side of favoritism. And with respect to the delicate matter of handling a very prominent black content creator's channel, I don't think that they provide the adequate that they probably should be. If you truly do want to address specific biases, one thing that you have to do in a situation like this, understand that if you're a black content creator on a platform where there's a lot of fucking racist teenagers on, you have to understand that like every single time he uploads, there's going to be a much larger wave of people that are reporting his channel. There's going to be a much larger wave of people that are probably going to look to take him down. I don't think it's YouTube itself that sees that he's popping off and decide we got to take him down a peg. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't put him on the trending tab to begin with. Remember, because the trending tab is, to a certain degree, manually controlled. So I think what a lot of moderation teams don't understand is that when you are a controversial figure like me, even though I am white, or a black figure, which is unfortunately in an otherwise racist environment considered to be controversial when it's not, there is a significant, there's a very delicate way of dealing with those affairs. And I think when you don't have enough black people in your moderation team, or when you don't listen to black content creators that are getting unfairly targeted, then you don't create an adequate response mechanism to dealing with the ridiculous and unfair reports that black content creators get. That is a lighter form of racism. It's just like negligence, a systematic blind spot that many corporations have. So that's where I think this problem comes from. I don't think it's YouTube like purposely moving chess pieces around in this nefarious way. White supremacy is insidious. It is such a core, such a fundamental part of American existence that people don't even recognize when they are behaving in a matter that is consistent with white supremacy. It's very difficult to tackle. Not to get all Ibram Kendi here, but that is the truth. And a lot of these people spend a fuckload of time on the internet. The people that will do false reports and things like that. The people that would genuinely not want a black content creator to thrive on the platform. And those people know how to game the system very well. That's what I think in this situation. But I do hope that he keeps uploading his videos. I think he's doing,
you got to get him for something. He's got to have done something. I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games. Like, I literally...
The 9-month copyright strike comes from that. I don't think it's like YouTube itself implementing that. It's YouTube more so letting his account get kind of fucked over. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't even understand what the measures that you need to take are, how delicate these kind of matters can be, how much more vigilant you need to be when dealing with larger black content creators.
This is the YouTuber that you want to have smoke with and have problems. I believe there is some racism involved within the policy team. And YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people. They got their favorite creators.
Yeah, it's like how you always get VOD banned in Germany. It's just psycho haters abusing report systems. Exactly. That's a great point. NetzDG is the German hate speech law. A lot of the fucking same weirdos that would that violate hate speech laws regularly and don't like my attitude and don't like my ideology will use and abuse the hate speech laws in Germany to get my odds region locked regularly. They try it every day. Every day I get NetzDG reported. Some days it doesn't hit. Other days it does. The difference is someone like Markiplier is probably not going to get the same level of scrutiny that a black content creator is getting to begin with. Like the predisposition, the built-in like resentment that white supremacists will have with someone like a popular black content creator. And then secondarily, even if he did, because YouTube is more delicate and more careful with their largest content creators, who they see as the face of YouTube. Which, by the way, Markiplier has nothing to do with this. Okay, so don't fucking don't think like I am saying that he's bad or something. I'm not. I'm not at all. And after this, I will talk about Jidion's situation as well. But even if he did get like a lot of reports or whatever, YouTube would probably deal with it more delicately.
Out of YouTube, log out and go to YouTube. You'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see the favorites. Count how many are black. Count how many are of people of color. So then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and give us a spotlight. Do you know how condescending and patronizing that is?
Oh, he literally brought it up. Okay. This is what I was going to say. Like, yeah, that is a very apparent diversity initiative that is just pandering. It's the same energy as YouTube consistently banning LGBT content creators or demonetizing LGBT content creators so that they, like, to a degree where it's like impossible for them to fucking exist in this environment where they can make money and create content, even if it's helpful. I mean, this is something that LGBT YouTube community members and like left tube content creators, BreadTube content creators have seen and experienced for a very, very long time. It's almost the exact same problem. It's coming from a place of like people abusing a false reporting system and YouTube not having the adequate way of dealing with that false report system.
Oh yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down and raise them up so they can get some spotlight action. Well, how about you save all that YouTube black, all that fake patronage, all that fake pandering that you guys do? And when you have a black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators? And then you come back and, oh, we got to age restricted. And then, oh no, we got to, he's on to us. Okay, we got to age restrict them both. Fake! It's fake. That's what it is. I am deeply sorry. Came off as a rant, you know, in the beginning, I wanted to keep emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay the things that I could prove. I gave you the facts, but it also turned into venting the emotions that I've had built. But I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else? I worked hard.
Mark has definitely gone up to bat for people who have gone to bat for people who sees being treated unfairly by YouTube. A smaller YouTuber got a strike, not a copyright, but 3 strikes for a clip he reacted to. A clip Mark also reacted to, and Mark says either remove the strike or give me one, and they gave him one and then remove both. Shit is whack. Yeah, no, it's just ridiculous.
I would have just hoped that the playing field, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable?
Bro, he's apologizing for talking about smaller creator. Wait, that's Charlie? That was the Charlie situation? You're so funny, dude. Charlie, the smaller content creator. Okay, listen. The reason why he has to apologize is because he's on fucking YouTube, okay? And when you're a content creator on YouTube, you gotta apologize for the sensibilities of a relatively fragile white base of watchers, okay? If there's one thing that white people fucking absolutely cannot stand more than anything else, it's a black person saying something is racist, okay? There's just a part of fucking white people that just like their brains break when they hear it. They're like, oh, well, hold on now. It is how it is. And especially when you're on YouTube, you definitely got to apologize for it. It's the same as like the whole free speech energy. It's like us telling you something is ableist. Yeah, exactly. Because I am one.
I have no problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished for it and earn. But when you start when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm like getting bigger, or I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's a grand conspiracy.
Shadow banned, or they they start
white supremacy, much like capitalism, is built into our everyday existence in such a permanent way that when people are behaving in ways that are consistent with the oppression associated with capitalism or white supremacy, they don't even recognize they're doing it half the fucking time. It's a blind spot that a lot of people have, which is part of the reason why it's not like this insidious conspiracy to undermine his channel. It's more so not effectively preventing other people from coming in and trying to ruin his image or trying to fucking destroy him because they just don't see it. They don't understand it. They don't understand what it takes to grow in this field as a black content creator. I think that's what it is.
Not sending my videos out to my subscribers, or you know, in a couple months from now, y'all just stop seeing my videos. We know why. We know why. I mean, those shadows behind the scenes, they control it all. They control all of it. If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could hide my videos. They could shadow ban me, not send my videos out to anybody. That's
True.
why I thought long and hard before I recorded this, but one of the biggest black creators on the platform, I want you to hear it from my mouth, that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes at YouTube.
I think it's a decent video. It's a really good video. I understand his frustrations for sure. Andreas Streeter says, my favorite take on this type of thing is that white entertainers are allowed to be unique and break molds, but black entertainers are expected, knowingly or unknowingly, fit a small range of preconceived archetypes, which in a weird way kind of also falls in line with this video. A black content creator by the name of Jidion, who does do a lot of content that falls in line with what other white content creators have done time and time again. Now, do I think this is like a little bit trolly? I do. While I agree with what CoryxKenshin's take was with respect to YouTube to a certain degree, Jidion is permanently banned from Twitch. Is not necessarily because of the harassment campaign that he led towards Pokimane, who he apologized for and they made up for it. And I do respect him for that. I think he did a really good job with that. I think his audience also understands that it was wrong. He then turned around and did the TwitchCon EU video. And I think that's the reason why he will probably not get But let's hear what he has to say.
Someone that's not even on the Twitch platform anymore. I have been banned for over 8 months, and I'm the only one addressing this publicly. It's sad, but it's okay though, because you know what? A man that has nothing to lose is one of the most dangerous men on the planet. So let's get into it. You see the title, Twitch, Sexist and Favoritism. That's a very, very bold claim to make, Jidion, calling someone sexist. But I need you guys to know something. Usually this drama, I post it on my second channel. If you're not following me on my second channel, be sure to follow me there. I stream every day. We have dope content, premium content. That's why it's called Jidion Premium. So go subscribe and hit the link down in the description below. But this right here, I want this to be known to the entire world. So I'm willing to taint my main channel just to get this message across.
I see his point, but he loses me at the part where he seems entitled as if he owns a part of YouTube just because he has many subs. They own the site and can ban or shadow ban as they decide, fair or not. That's ridiculous, dude. He's literally, he addresses that, and he still said he's putting himself out there despite the fact that YouTube could do whatever the fuck it wants to his channel, and he's putting himself out there not just for himself, but also for other black content creators so they don't get fucked around. Like, you have to comprehend that your argument itself makes what he's doing an act of courage, okay? Because you're right. YouTube can do whatever the fuck they want to his channel. Jidion's take, I'm probably not going to agree with. I'm just going to put it out there. Imagine defending a mega corporation because a black guy's going against it. Shaking my head, self-report chatter. It's wild how we fabricated drama by harassing a top content creator specifically to blow up successfully, but because he apologized, you think it's all good? No, I think it's all good because he didn't just apologize. The person that he did the harassment campaign to said, it's okay. Like, they're friends. So at this point, you would be upset on behalf of the other person. You're being upset on behalf of the other person. Also, he was successful before that. Twitch chatters, like, leave the space of Twitch for a brief moment challenge. Impossible difficulty. Also, yes, Jidion is definitely a cloud demon for sure. I don't know if this video will be more cloud demon like. They called her racist for a month because of him. Oh, for sure. No, it was really fucked up. I know. I had some choice words as well. You only said it's okay because she wants to move on from it. Dude, you're literally simping. You don't know these people behind the scenes. You're simping right now. I'm letting you know. You are currently simping. You are tier 3 white knighting to a degree that makes you look like a clown. Okay? Oh, my queen. He apologized, sexism defeated. No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. And you are correct. And I knew this was going to come. Sexist actions like that, or misogynistic actions, like literally a misogynistic brigade, like the one Jidion engaged in, has a larger impact than just that individual being harassed. Okay? I completely understand that. Which is why I think Pokimane was more upset at Ninja than she was at Jidion. Because Ninja should know better. As a top content creator, as one of the faces of Twitch, she got more upset at Ninja also playing along with what Jidion was doing. Anyway, he came out and told all his followers to stop harassing her, if I remember right. No, he did more than Donald Trump did on January 6th. That's for sure. Jidion sucks. Oh, you're racist. That's what Jidion says to anyone criticizing him. I think that this is a more complicated matter, than the way you're presenting it. I think that there is a little bit of truth to what he's saying. I'm going to talk about it in a second. Let's just continue.
Twitch has been sexist for years, and they have gone unchecked. So many people have tried to come out, but it just gets brushed under the rug. They just ignore everything. So last night, on my stream on Jidion Premium, hit the link down in the description below. I was streaming. We were having a W stream. We were having fun, watching videos, and my editor, he sends me a list of videos to react to, right? I'm going down the list, and I see that he sends me a Twitter link, and I'm like, bro, how am I going to react to this? This is something on Twitter. But something just told me, click on it. So I click on it, and I read the headline. Girl has sexual relations live on stream. I couldn't believe it. You could actually see everything that was happening. So I quote tweeted it, and I said, and I'm still banned? A little jab at Twitch, but a joke nonetheless, because I was like, they at least had to give her a month to a permaban. I mean, this is huge. That's basically showing corn. I said corn.
Gosh, I wonder why you've got so much less female viewers than every other leftist content creator. Gosh, I wonder why I have so many more viewers than every other leftist content creator too, though. It's so crazy. Abuse victims forgive their abuser to stop getting abused, so they're all good now. That's not what I said. Thank you, Red Femcel.
To underage kids, right? That's Twitch doing that. So I'm going on with my stream, my chat spam.
Just wait, let me pause for a second and just like explain something here. My goal, personally, is not to change your mind. If your name is fucking Rad Femcel and you know, you got your priorities in order, you already have a worldview that is like built around empathy, then this is not, you know, you can come in here and have fun, which is why you're in here having fun. And you've been here for 7 months. You know what your takeaway from this content is. Your takeaway from this content is this is a relatively safe space where you can just like, you know, learn things and you know, react to the news together in a community that's not going to immediately cast you aside and be like, oh, yeah, you're a woman, fuck you. You're going to be able to have fun. The larger purpose overall, though, is not to change your mind because you're already on my side. My goal is to change the minds of people that are in the precipice, okay? people in the middle, people who have reactionary tendencies. That's what my content is specifically designed to pull people away from. So whenever, for example, someone will come in and be like, dude, this is not safe enough for trans people. Yeah, the point is that good enough probably shouldn't be the end goal. Like, how different this vibe from 2014? Wait, what? Well, to be fair, I've been getting death threats and my family's been harassed since 2016 or 2015, 2014 for this kind of content that I've been doing. So I don't know if you're like comparing me to the same people on the other side that were doing that and are still doing that. That's a really weird take. Take an hour off, I think. If you think that this is similar to 2014, I think you should maybe just go spend some time somewhere else. Like literally in any other fucking platform on the internet. I think a lot of you have gotten really, really comfortable and have recognized that what happened in 2014 is like, is the internet was a way more reactionary space, okay? That's why she said this is turning into 2014. You are insanely comfortable. Like, and you have probably spent too much time in this community to think that like this is what is representative of the rest of the internet right now. That's crazy. There was no leftist content creator of this size in 2014. None. Like literally not even close. No community of this size in 2014. You're out of your mind. And it's good. It's basically showcasing how successful this has been, which is great. But go and spend some time in other communities to see what it's like. You're just basically saying it's not up to your standards, which is fine. I was also admitting that it's not up to your standards. You know what I mean? Like, this is not up to your standards. And I gave you the reason as to why it's not up to your standards, but you're still saying that, like, it's not up to your standards. And it's actually similar to the standards of, like, the Gamergate communities, which is fucking ridiculous. Shouldn't we ban people for being radfems, though? They hit us trans people, don't they? No. That person is an ironic name. Last thing I will say, by the way, about this particular issue, and there are things that you are not going to agree with the way that I conduct myself. It's always going to happen. You know what I mean? Because I'm not perfect. You know, I have sometimes I say things that are not, like, I don't conduct myself in a way that is going to be super safe. We also routinely discuss unsafe things, especially like when we talk about, I think the trans community is probably the greatest example of this. This community is quite literally the largest trans community on the internet, straight up, bar none. 14% of this community is trans. 14%. That is an insanely high number. That is like 10x the fucking regular population of the planet, okay? And yet there are people who still say this community is transphobic. Hasan, you are transphobic. Why? Because they feel as though I'm not conducting myself in a manner that is consistent for what they expect of a safe space, which is why I always make the point that this is not a safe space. This is a relatively safe space. Like, we will not allow people to do like 41% memes or whatever, you know, the trans suicide rate, for those of you who don't know, it's a fucking gross thing that transphobic people say. But that doesn't mean that like we're not going to, you know, sometimes react to transphobic material. Sometimes, things I say might even come across as transphobic because you didn't fully understand the argument that I was making. I care more about the substance than anything else. As a woman chatter, I think maybe you should just watch other content creators. It's okay if you don't like Hasan's style. There's plenty of people out there doing things differently. Not every kind of content is supposed to be tailored for you. Yeah. Sometimes the stream is not for me, and when it's not for me, I try to not get mad because you're rarely ever wrong. You're either uninformed or fall closer to the average Joe's unpolished opinion on something. You're the creator that's made me feel the most excessive for being trans. You cover the hard stuff that even I can't handle sometimes, and it's nice to feel like someone really cares. Yeah. It's like, I like that you don't pander with liberal aesthetics. I'm so sick of my fellow LGBTs being all talk, no walk. Yeah, that is definitely something I'm not going to do it either. Okay, so let's continue.
And yo, she's live on TikTok. So I joined in her TikTok live. Then I asked her the $1 million question. I know why, but like, how long are you banned for?
7 days.
What the? 7 days.
To be fair, she might not know that she's only banned for 7 days. She might actually now have a permaban, for the record. Just remember that. Also, we know that Twitch way less upset at sexually explicit content, at least by judging by past bans and how long those bans are, than they are for mass harassment, brigading, sexism, like rampant sexism, not like sexism of like my kind of sexism, a little bit of sexism here and there, ironically saying misogynistic things, but like straight up sexism. Or racism. There are other forms of bigotry, and bigotry itself in general is something that Twitch takes very seriously. And when I say very seriously, I mean much more seriously than every other fucking platform that I've been on. And I've been on every platform. I've been on Instagram. I have an Instagram. I've been on TikTok. I've been on YouTube. for a very long time, and even Facebook. And out of all those platforms, the one platform that actually still has, of course, a vague terms of service, but the one platform that actually legitimately cares about its terms of service to a degree where they will genuinely clap people's ass cheeks pretty aggressively is Twitch. Having said that, bet you won't say it, lol. I mean, I've been banned more than everyone that talks about being fucking cancel cultured, okay? I think I have a good experience overall with respect to the terms of service, seeing as I have been banned a lot more than most of your problematic content creators that are so edgy and so serious because they're so authentic and edgy, okay? I've been banned like fucking 4 times more than all of your favorite edgy content creators, okay? I think that Twitch doesn't care about sexually explicit content to the same degree as they do about bigotry or brigading, which is understandable. I think that that's a decent metric to have. I don't care about the sexually explicit content either. Like, straight up, as much as I care about bigotry, I mean.
She was banned for 7 days, showing corn to literally children, and only a 7-day ban. So I go on Twitter and I say she gets on live 7-day ban, and I'm still over here.
I don't think she's banned for 7 days. I would assume that she's banned permanently now.
Permaban. That tweet has over 140,000 likes. 140,000 likes. Huge creators talking about it. Twitch and everybody's mentioned. So you would think something this big, this major would go on trending. And it did. It went on trending for about an hour. Then it was taken off. Suspiciously, it was just taken off. Jake Paul is trending right now with only 2,200 tweets revolving around his name. But Twitch is not trending anymore. You guys are probably wondering, Jidion, where are you trying to go with this? I get a DM from a reliable source. I'm not going to let you guys know who, but allegedly, someone at Twitch reached out to a Twitter Connect to have them remove their name from the trending tab. Allegedly. So I want to prove a point real quick. After you guys watch this video, there's been a hashtag at the bottom of the video.
Real talk, Jidion should have been unbanned months before the TwitchConEU incident. I think Jidion should have been unbanned before the TwitchConEU incident, but the TwitchConEU incident made it so that he would never be unbanned. That's the unfortunate reality here. Also, that's probably curated. There's more here. Bro, what is the reliability of that source? Yeah, no, that stuff is...
This entire time. Use this hashtag on Twitter. If a tweet has more than 2,000 comments revolving around it, it goes on trending.
That tweet has real Keemstar energy to it, okay? That text message, that sequence of text messages has real Keemstar energy associated with it, I'm gonna be honest.
So I want all you guys that have Twitter to use this hashtag after this video is over. And if this is not on trending, that allegedly is gonna kind of look sus. But there's plenty more. Now, I don't know the reason why this girl was banned. What I do know is she was banned for a month. The thing with Twitch is it doesn't matter if you do stuff on their platform. If you do stuff anywhere else, they could still ban you. So this girl, she was banned on Twitch. So she went on Twitter and said, I want to myself and shoot people at Twitch HQ. Ha 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 ha. This is a terrorist threat, threatening to shoot people at Twitch HQ, right? They extend her ban, obviously, to a perma. She wrote
that'll show her. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about that particular instance, but like judging by that fucking tweet itself, I think that's just more so a person going through like a mental breakdown or some shit. Probably not like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we reviewed your appeal and extended the punishment. That seems fucking nuts, dude. Wait, that's a lol cow? Don't look into that? Oh, Jesus, that sucks. Okay. Really famous speedrunner. Now you can't do terrorism on us because you're banned. Yeah, I like the idea. I like the idea that Twitch was like, yeah, you said you're going to come to our headquarters and fucking do terrorism on us. Well, now you're banned even for longer. Got fucked on live and then threatened Twitch HQ. She's obviously not doing well. No, that's not her. These are two different instances, chatter. You're getting them mixed up.
An apology letter to Twitch, and this is Twitch's response. After reviewing your case, we confirm that the correct enforcement was issued. However, given the details of your case, including the remorse expressed in your appeal, we have decided to reduce your suspension duration. Your suspension has been adjusted to expire in 22 calendar days, so a little bit less than a month, literally threatening to harm the people at Twitch HQ. If you write a good enough apology letter, you know what? Just be banned for a month. You'll be all good.
Wait, but that's like, but that's kind of the point, right? Like the point was that like that they actually probably clarified their circumstances. Doesn't that kind of show you that like if you did a similar thing, which might actually understand and have a more open mind to just, you know, unbanning you eventually? I mean, look, here's the unwritten rule. Okay, if you get banned, and I've gotten banned a lot, you get fucking banned, you're not supposed to go out and be like, this is why I got banned and fuck Twitch. As rule number one. If you do that, they're not gonna fucking lower your ban term, okay? They're not gonna lower your ban. They might even add more to your ban, okay? Sometimes they get petty. I am too fucking proud and I have too much pride. So every time I get banned, I go, fuck Twitch. I got fucking banned and fuck you for banning me for this, like the cracker gate, okay? So I still fucking freak out. Luckily they didn't, you know, increase my ban last time that happened. But I just know that like if you shut the fuck up and if you say, oh, I'm sorry, if you shut the fuck up and you say, oh, I'm sorry, then you know they're pretty understanding. Narcissa is a trans woman with a history of mental illness. We don't know the whole story, but I would assume she's consulting right now to get better. Yeah, probably. That's why I'm saying like each individual ban is usually dished out in different circumstances. The terms of service violations are very, very inconsistent always. But I think that because he did actually apologize, and I don't know what his like communication with Twitch looked like, but because he did actually apologize to Pokimane and got that sorted out, I did genuinely think that he had a pathway towards getting unbanned until he did the TwitchCon EU thing. Oh, you fucked up once and apologized? Please die? Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, it's almost like harassment and intimidation is a violent and malicious act and is just broadcasting simple sexual content, isn't there? Is a big difference between the two, in my opinion. Oh, certainly. I feel like he made this after CoryxKenshin's video on YouTube racism got lots of views. No, I know. That's why I'm saying, no, I think that's why he did that, for sure. He's kind of like launching off of that, using that as a launching pad. What the fuck is the TwitchCon EU thing? He snuck into TwitchCon EU and made a video thinking in the TwitchCon EU. He was still banned for months before TwitchCon. I know. And I'm saying that he had a pathway towards, like, I think that it was him being permit forever. But now his pathway towards, like, getting unbanned is not going to happen because he's, like, pulling an Ice Poseidon. You know what I mean? And Twitch, understandably, is, like, not trying to get that kind of, they're not trying to get that kind of attention.
A female Twitch streamer literally showed her.
Also, like accidentally flashing your cooter or having like a nip slip or anything like that is of course different than like straight up fucking on camera, fucking on the edge of the camera on secret. That is crazy. Obviously, that is ban worthy. I am not saying that that's not ban worthy. There is no planet in which like you do something like that and you get away with it. That's fucking crazy. Okay? I don't think an apology should get you out of a mass harassment campaign. He should go to jail. Okay, shut the fuck up. What? Are you serious? Bro, is there like a black person that fucks up that some chatters won't immediately ask to go to sent to jail? Like like Will Smith and the Will Smith Chris Rock situation really exposed how draconian people get. What the fuck do you mean, bro? Calm down, dude. What? Are you banned from TwitchCon when you're banned from Twitch? Is that common knowledge among content creators? Yes, dude, come on. He was not allowed in TwitchCon. He knew that he wasn't, and he did it on purpose.
Her genitalia on stream. Straight up showed her genitalia on purpose. And guess what happened? 3-day ban. I mean,
this literally, again, this showcases Twitch does not view sexually explicit content in the same way that it views bigotry or raids, right? I mean, this will work really well for an audience that's like ready to fucking be like, yeah, Twitch is being sexist by doing favoritism to women or whatever the fuck. But like, they just don't see that in the same way. They see it as like ban worthy, but not so much that unless you're consistently doing it, unless you're like consistently pushing the boundaries to a degree where like you're doing it on purpose, you're ban baiting, they're just not gonna fucking clap you for a super, super long period of time. Except that time Forsen accidentally got baited into horsecock. Dude, I was 100% on board with that being an insanely lengthy ban sentence, if you remember. That was fucked up. And that's mostly because Forsen has priors, but still, I still didn't think that was adequate or appropriate. That was crazy. Indie Fox, isn't Indie Fox literally personally permabanned from Twitch? And part of the reason why Indie Fox is permabanned from Twitch is because like she was violating on purpose over and over again. So no, of course it's not. It was bestiality, not just horsecock. It doesn't matter, dude. He got fucking baited into clicking on a GIF that like literally turned into that. So Obviously, that's crazy.
To the examples where Twitch uses their full power against creators of the other sex. Starting with myself, we all know what I did on Twitch. It's no secret, and if you don't know, this is not the video for you to learn about it. Go figure it out yourself. I'm still banned. But you know what? This isn't about me. I don't care about Twitch anymore. You know, I'm lit on YouTube. Be sure after this video to subscribe to my second channel. I'm lit over there, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, yeah, he's, oh God, come on, Jidion. Come on, Jidion, it's bigger than black and white, dude.
Time over at YouTube. Twitch. There can be a terms of service for girls and then a terms of service for boys. Secondly,
dude, he's literally, oh, come on, bro. He's using already existing, he's using like a trending subject to flip the narrative over to say like there's favoritism towards women on Twitch. Like there's a different TOS for women and there's a different TOS for men. I mean, there is. I can show titty right now. Women can't. So technically it is true, but it's not in the way that he thinks it is. He's right. More men should flash cock on stream.
Example. Look at Dr. Disrespect. We still don't know till this day why he's banned. Example number 3, my friend Kai, a black creator over on Twitch. Kai Cenat is the largest and fastest growing streamer on Twitch. True. Twitch hasn't acknowledged him on Twitter, on any of their social medias. True. Twitch hasn't ever reached out to him. Twitch hasn't even thrown my boy a bone or anything, offered him a contract, trying to look out for him, saying congratulations, nothing. But in January, he said, why are you guys acting like monkeys on his stream? A black man, perhaps, wasn't even using the word monkey in a racist or derogatory way.
Wow, Jidion doesn't bring up that I got banned for the C word. That's fucked up. See, now that's fucked up. Also, none of these things are related, but it doesn't matter. But that's kind of fucked up. I'm just gonna point that out. Yes, Twitch is sexist, and that's why they banned me. And this is a Lydian moment. That's kind of fucked up.
Said monkey got banned for a month.
That shit's crazy.
A month. We have people threatening to go shoot up your HQ, but they get a little bit under a month though. It's okay. That's example number 3. And my 4th example, I have a friend by the name of Your Rage who literally almost got permabanned for his profile pic on his Twitch. His profile pic is literally just a cartoon drawing that a fan made, but that's permaban worthy. He literally had to go off on Twitter just to get his account back. This is my final thing I want to bring up. I talked about how allegedly Twitch likes to brush things under the rug.
So this is just starting to sound like manosphere shit. No. Forget the fucking sexism side of the conversation, which I think undermines his other point that would have more validity, which is that Twitch as a platform is otherwise pretty good at maintaining a terms of service. It goes too far sometimes. It's still inconsistent. It's still much, much better than all these other fucking platforms, though. I will stand by that as someone who's been banned more fucking times than most of these people, okay? Like, I get hit with that shit all the fucking time, and it's bullshit, but I still ride for it because I understand that there's a larger reason why there are less fucking Nazis on here, okay? And people conduct themselves in a way that is way more careful. I would rather catch a fucking ban saying the C word, which is a laughable concept, because like LSF nerds and like weird fucking Nazis on the internet decided. Jidion didn't say why Kai was really banned for. Oh, really? What did he do? He said worse things. Kai said they should die. Oh, okay. I don't know what the exact details are, but listen. I don't know if that's the case or not. Okay, but like Your Rage Gaming. Not only was it a full month suspension, she got re-permit before she was allowed to come back. Jidion is also misinformed here. No, it was literally calling them monkeys. Okay, which has been a very white platform for a very long time. That's just the truth. That's changing, and that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. That's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing. Content creators on this platform that serve a predominantly black audience now that get 60,000 live viewers. That's fucking awesome. Okay. That's sick. And because of that reason, because that it is a largely white audience that they have served up until this very moment, I think that similar issues are happening within Twitch as they are within YouTube as well. Your Rage Gaming and Bruce Drop 'em Off. These are all dudes that are getting gigantic platforms now. A lot of people are gassing Kai up, but he's not very brand friendly, and it's not just because he's black. In my opinion, we need a better content creator for the black community than Kai. No, dude, wait. That's a different purpose. There are brand friendly black content creators, for the record. Ali is a great example. What are you talking about? He's incredibly brand friendly, which is why he has a lot of NMP is brand friendly to a certain degree. Okay, but Kai is more like xQc in the way that I understand it. I watch his streams sometimes. I don't really watch a lot of Twitch streams, but sometimes I like to look at his Twitch stream just to see what's going on. And he's more like xQc. xQc is not brand friendly. xQc is not brand friendly. And neither is Kai in a similar capacity. Myth, on the other hand, very brand friendly. I think that's where it comes from. Pokimane, very brand friendly. There's a difference between brand-friendly content creators and non-brand-friendly content creators. Non-brand-friendly content creators will be incredibly popular. They can be incredibly popular and not be brand-friendly, and that's fine. I'm not fucking brand-friendly. I wish that y'all are wild seeing this and thinking Jidion is making any other point than memeing and trying to get you to watch this on stream. The person making a point here is Hasanabi taking the opportunity to talk about the greater internet space and its relation to black content creators. Yes, that's my goal. I'm using this as a launching pad to make a larger argument, because yes, I don't think that Jidion is being like super serious here. Maybe he is. Maybe he's going to get mad at me and say I'm a liberal racist again and then agree with fucking Keemstar. But having said that, I do think that he's just like kind of riding the wave, making content, making, adding on an additional layer of like sexism that Twitch has, or sexist policies that Twitch has, which I think is ridiculous. I don't think that that's how it works. He's 100% serious. Okay, well, I don't agree with him. Okay, no way you just said this video is not serious. I think his take about racism, or I think his take about like black content creators not getting a lot of large black content creators not getting a lot of love from Twitch, I do agree with. That part I do agree with. And I think that's because the black Twitch space is in its infancy and it's growing and it's exploding in popularity. And that's part of the reason. But in a weird way, because it's a San Francisco tech company, just like YouTube is, just like Google is, these companies don't have the adequate ways of dealing with this kind of popularity. And the delicate way in which you need to try to combat moderation, like additional scrutiny that like black content creators will get, as a matter of fact. It hasn't really happened on Twitch because Twitch is so insulated that I think that black Twitch and the rest of Twitch is almost separate, two separate entities basically, so that like fucking the racist white people that are up my asshole all the goddamn time, for example, because I'm a leftist content creator, haven't even like reached that side of Twitch yet to be like, oh, fuck these guys, let's mass report and like do the same shit. But when they inevitably do, and they will inevitably do it, then Twitch needs to take additional measures to ensure that they don't get falsely banned for every little thing. Because let's be real, there are content violations within the terms of service that happen on every stream, especially when you're live for 8 to fucking 12 hours a day, okay? It happens all the fucking time. It's a regular routine part of the process, and moderation teams need to figure out what is genuine and what is just people making fake noise. Artificial, manufactured outrage versus genuine infractions that are worthy of a ban. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. But will they mass report if the creators going to bat for Trump and Tate? No. I don't think they
How they don't like to...
Yeah, races already were doing that, but they were doing that to smaller channels. Smaller channels under the LGBT tag. Smaller channels that they were doing to black content creators. So that already happened.
Press drama or scandals or even atrocities on their own site, like this one. If you guys don't remember, a couple months ago...
Do you actually think Jidion deserved to get permabanned off Twitch? No. I thought that he would have... I thought that he could have gotten unbanned, or that he should have gotten unbanned, as a matter of fact. But then he did the fucking... TwitchCon EU thing, which will definitely make it so that he won't get unbanned. I think it's a cycle of sorts. Twitch and YouTube won't put black creators on the front page, so they will do outlandish shit to get on there, thus making them unmarketable, thus furthering the cycle. Wait, what? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's just black creators. I think every creator does like outlandish shit on their own time. But the front page is not that big of a boost, Sean. Like it's not as big as a boost as you think it is. It's like artificial clicks for the most part. Speaking specifically to like speed. Oh, okay. Well, that's different because people don't really look at the front page as much. Like you get like a 10K boost or something. But Hassan, stop trying to come up with excuses for sexist men challenge. Impossible difficulty. Yes.
There was a Buffalo mass shooting where an armed man literally was looking for people of color to gun down. And he live streamed it on Twitch. He literally live streamed it on...
I mean, Twitch dealt with that pretty fucking quick as well, by the way. Yeah, the stream was over like 2 minutes. As soon as it was reported, Twitch took it down.
On Twitch.
10K boost is nothing, bruh. No, 10K boost is nothing because it's not 10K real conversions. It's auto-playing random viewers. It's like Fextra Life, view botting, okay? That's why I'm saying it's not real 10,000 real organic viewers. Do you understand? When Twitch puts you on the front page, dude, you guys are chatters, motherfucker. I'm a streamer. Can I just talk about like one area where I definitely know more than you? Or are you gonna fucking tell me how this works? How many times have you been on the fucking front page, chatter? I have. I'll tell you what it is. It's view botting in the same way that Fextra Life does, okay? So shut the fuck up. Oh, only 10K. No, you get 10K, but it's not real fucking 10K views. And that is if you're in the front of the front page. If you're the second view count on the front page, then you get nothing pretty much. Here, let's prove it. Let's take a look right now. I mean, let's see. Okay, who's on the front page? Crown with 11,000 viewers. Who's the second person? Arya Saki with 7,000 viewers. Arya already gets 7,000 views regardless because that's, you know, Arya is already a sizable content creator. Okay. Twitch Gaming, its own fucking, you know, Twitch entity, 3.9 thousand viewers. Twitch Rivals, 999 viewers. NBA 2K League, 13.3 thousand viewers. Final Fantasy X with RPG Limit Break with 1.5K viewers. Arya gets like 2K viewers, but now she has 7K viewers. So right now, I'm looking at the front page. I count as a viewer, but I'm not watching. I haven't seen anything. It doesn't fucking matter. It's just traffic. You understand? Front page is functionally meaningless in that regard.
I seen it with my own eyes, not the video, but I seen countless of creators add in Twitch. Twitch, when are you gonna respond? Twitch, we need a response from you. They brushed it under the rug. What company do you know would do something that heinous, where they won't even address?
Wait, what? No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Come on. Twitch. Look, I was upset at Twitch too at first because I thought that they let the fucking video ride. They took it down in 2 minutes. Like, there are things that you can criticize Twitch on. Okay, hate raids were happening. If Jidion knew more about the situation, he could have just used like an adequate one. But those are small content creators, so he probably either didn't know about it or doesn't give a shit. The small black content creators and small LGBT content creators were getting fucking ass clapped by literal hate raids from 4chan and from like these fucking psychotic Nazis. And Twitch was having a really hard time dealing with it. They couldn't do anything with it. They put forward some, like they had bots and hate raids. These are consistent problems that exist on Twitch. Hasan defending billionaire companies. Man, I'm quite literally criticizing Twitch currently. And I'm saying that there is a better way to criticize Twitch. But like the idea that the chatter sees you trying to explain the reasons Twitch does things that cause it defending, goddamn. The idea that they are, doing sexist favoritism is ridiculous.
An act of straight terrorism that happened on their site and just straight up ignored it. When their top creators were asking them to please make a response. Nothing. Nada. Zip. I'm not making this video to get back on Twitch. I don't care anymore. I'm on YouTube. I'm having fun. I'm doing my own thing. The old Jidion would care, yeah, but I don't care anymore. I'm doing this to make a stand. I'm doing this because I know this is what's right. Twitch, you're gonna address this right here. You're not gonna weasel your way out of it. I need you guys to use this hashtag that's been down here this entire time on Twitter. They can't keep getting away with this, man. We can't keep on letting these big corporations think if they just ignore it, they can get past it. No. And I know you guys are talking about me. I know I'm public enemy #1. But like I said in the beginning of this video, a man that has nothing to lose is the most dangerous man on the planet. This is the last serious video you'll ever see on this channel. And I got a banger dropping for y'all soon. You guys
Jesus Christ. Okay, look. Okay, I have to pee so fucking bad. Jesus Christ, I've been holding it in this entire time. Okay. My man said we gotta take down large corporations. God damn it! If he hadn't fucking done the thinking in the TwitchCon EU video, like he could have had such a better argument. Like if he had not done that, he could have had such a better argument to be like, it's inconsistent and it's ridiculous that I'm still banned on Twitch after I literally. Like he could have done this. Are you ready? Here's what I would do if I was Jidion. Plug my channel, obviously, and tell everybody to go like and subscribe. Jidion, okay? That's premium stuff there. Use the ongoing conversation around like whether YouTube is racist or not. And then I would say something along the lines of, well, first of all, I would not have done the TwitchCon EU video. And then I would have said something along the lines of, America has suffered far too long in the hands of white supremacy. And in an effort to lower the recidivism rate, we must hold on to an empathetic approach to both criminal justice and punishment in every facet of our lives. One of those empathetic perspectives should be about rehabilitation. I did something that was wrong when I did the harassment campaign against Pokimane. I owned up to it. I'm young. I still make a lot of mistakes. I will continue making a lot of mistakes. Owned up to those mistakes. And I thought that was fucked up. Hold on one second. I'll be back in a second. I can't hold on. I can't hold my piss. I have to go pee. Like, I literally have to pee. Here, watch this Jacksepticeye YouTube video while I go pee.
Right before I left, on my way to the airport, the main man, CoryxKenshin, dropped an absolute banger of a video.
Fuck, I have to pee.
YouTube. You guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three options.
He levied some pretty serious accusations against YouTube, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit in this video because I kind of have a lot of thoughts around these types of subjects when it comes to YouTube in general. The stuff that Cory talked about was very specific to his use case about what was going on with his channel, and he accused YouTube of playing favorites and possibly being racist against black creators and other creators of color when they upload their content. Let's face it, I come from a place of immense privilege being a white man on the internet, so I can't speak for the racist side of things, but he brought up some pretty good points that are kind of hard not to think about in that regard, because he brought up a bunch of receipts as well, talking about his instances with the YouTube rep that he had. And just to kind of break it down for you, he uploaded the mortuary assistant, and his video got age restricted because of a certain section got to do with self-harm and dealing with the themes of suicide and everything. If you've watched my series on the mortuary assistant, you know what scene that is. And he got frustrated by it because it got age restricted, and then he started searching around other YouTubers to see if theirs was age restricted, and it wasn't.
Okay, sorry, we're getting back to Jidion. I'm Jidion, okay? I'm back to being Jidion. Sorry, that was a long ass piss. Holy shit, I had to fucking pee so hard. Oh my God, I squeezed it out. Okay. Oh, rehabilitation and owning up to your mistakes. A lot of people don't want to do this, but it's a sign of maturity that I did. I, Jidion, did that. And because I did not go to TwitchCon EU and sneak in, because in this alternative reality, he didn't do that, okay? I didn't do that. I think that it is unacceptable that regardless of making amends with the person, regardless of owning up to my mistake, Twitch has still refused to unban me. I think that that is unacceptable. I think that at a time when and then I would bring up other examples of the that have happened. I would turn around and bring that up and say, look, these are delicate matters. These are difficult to deal with. Content creation is hard. Content moderation is even harder. There's a lot of nuance and a lot of context that needs to be applied in this circumstance. For that reason, I want to put my best foot forward, and I believe that I should be unbanned. That's what I would have done in this situation. Why are you speaking in the first person as Jidion? I'm saying that that's what I would have said. Haven't white men spoken for black people enough, Hasan? Oh shit. And I think that probably would have worked too. Especially because I think you're laboring under the misapprehension that Jidion is arguing in good faith. I honestly don't believe that. I don't think this is, I think tying it to sexism is. I also would have brought up, if I was Jidion, I would have brought up the E-word ban and how unjustifiable and unacceptable that is. Does that make sense? I hope you guys are getting it. I hope you guys understand. Yeah, I don't think Jidion's now extended ban is a consequence of him being. I don't think Jidion's now definitely permanent ban is Twitch being racist or covering for women more or something. I do think that in other circumstances, I don't know. If it was like a white prankster, you know what I mean? If it was like a white, large prank content creator that came on Twitch and did similar things, go after Pokimane like that, and then apologize and make amends, do I think that Twitch would unban them? Maybe. But I do know that first of all, no, I don't think Jidion didn't get harsher treatment due to the fact that he was a smaller male African American streamer. He definitely got banned because he was a large content creator. He had a big chunk of people watching him. He was not a small streamer at the time, and he still isn't a small streamer. Jidion is a troll. Twitch can see that. If a white Jidion did the same, Twitch would probably react the same way. Probably, but would they actually turn around and unban that person? Maybe. When you describe your position, especially if you're a large content creator, if you explain your situation, you have a likelihood of getting your ban removed eventually. But yeah, now here's the thing, and this is actually the controversial part. I think that, first of all, Jidion is not even remotely compared to Leafy. Are you guys fucking insane? If you literally think what he's doing is in any way, shape, or form remotely in any way, shape, or form similar to Levy, if you think that his audience is similar to Levy's audience, like they're fucking young Zoomers and shit, but like that's crazy, bro. Are you fucking insane? That's crazy. Also, he literally apologized and made amends and like actually fucking made a video with Pokimane and said like, sorry, I don't want to have beef. I was wrong to do what I did. That's an insane thing to create. No, the controversial part of what I was going to say is I do think that there is a double standard. And I think the double standard is not necessarily in just moderation, but in the way that everyone views black content creators. There is a double standard in the way that I think black content creators are seen in the eyes of not only moderation, but also in general, in the eyes of the public overall, which definitely guides the way moderation looks at certain things. Jidion's faults in the rest of his content don't necessarily invalidate the good points he made, though. I mean, yeah, but there was also a lot of bad points he made, too, with like the Twitch is being sexist by giving women less harsh sentencing or whatever. That I don't agree with. On for Best Buy CEO, it's good to be back. Have you any opinions on the Australian former Prime Minister taking up multiple minister roles in secret while in power? No. Cranking often is just open misogyny, mocking lower class. The problem here is that black content creators get an extra layer of scrutiny, even though both are shit, of course. Yeah. You should watch his other video revolving around the... What? Revolving around the what? The hashtag is actually sexist bullshit filling in a vacuum left by Tate. Jidion knows what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, the sexist shit is just ridiculous. Like, it's just not, you're further ruining your chances of like actually getting unbanned. I don't know how to describe it. Like YouTube racism and favoritism. Oh, he did one on that too. Damn, I can't believe he stole my W banner. That's fucked up. Bro, oh, it's 14 minutes long. Dude, everyone, I'm looking at the hashtag. It's so stupid. This is actually sad. This woman had sex on Twitch and got banned for under a month, while Jidion and Speed are sitting over their permaban. Apply the rules to everyone. There should not be a TOS for men and TOS for women. You didn't steal. He's probably complimenting you. That's a joke. What do you mean? I'm joking. I straight up stole this banner from Aiden Ross. It's a W banner. I stole this banner from the W community, not just Aiden Ross. Every W community member had this banner, and then I put it up as a meme, and I've never changed it since then, and I refuse to. So I'm an honorary member. Damn. That is actually the most white thing. I remember the second you were like, no, this is actually fire. That is the most white thing one could do, you know? Steal from black content creators like Aiden Ross. Doing an Elvis Presley. Exactly. Twitch should have let me say the C word. That is straight up C word consistent behavior. Bro, sit your white ass down and listen. All right, let's watch
the main
this.
channel.
I want to see this.
But you guys might not know this, but I low-key love my second channel more than my main channel. And what I mean by that is I love the main channel, but the main channel is work. I have to work on it. It's, you know, I never get to really relax with the main channel. I have to always think of new ideas, gotta travel. Bro, I don't know if you guys realize this, but sitting on 14, 10-hour plane rides.
That's you. Why rappers openly misogynistic don't have any scrutiny at all? First of all, why did you just bring up rappers? Like, what matter of fucking content is not openly misogynistic, you fucking weirdo? Do we have to go back to the same? Dude, that just jumped out. That was a self-report. That is what we like to call a self-report chatter. You just self-reported. What's up? Do you got some other stuff to say? You know, pick up your pants, stuff like that, you know? How come? How come they don't do that? What matter of fucking art is not misogynistic? Art in and of itself is a reflection of societal norms and the material conditions that people are subjected to, okay? And the social conditioning that comes along with that. Chat is full of liberal racists. I've been saying this. Okay, shut up.
Just to record parts of videos is really taxing on your body, bro. But I love it, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. But the thing I love about the second channel is I get to just sit back, relax, talk to you guys real time. So that's why I love my second chat. It was the rating guys by body video, right? So a bunch of different people reacted to the video. I mean, a bunch of different people reacted to that exact same video that I did. I can't find the exact same video, but I looked it up the other day. It's still up. Just Jubilee does so many. But mine was the only one rating guys by their body. Mine was the only one that got a strike. I got a straight up strike. So when you get a warning, your video is gone. Your video is gone, and this warning can never go away. So I'll never get another chance to get another warning again. So that's basically my first strike. My second strike, what I got was I was reacting to Skeeter Jean's video, and basically he was exposing a pedo, right? But his video was still up, so I was like, okay, so it's good to react to. I reacted to it and everything. The reason why my video got striked was because Skeeter had left the dude's number in the video. So Skeeter, this doesn't mean
CoryxKenshin did a similar video. I know, this is how we started. I started this convo with CoryxKenshin.
trying to get Skeeter in trouble, but Skeeter's Jean's video is still up. with the dude's video.
I love how he was exposing a pedo is just a genre on YouTube, lol. So fucking dumb. Yeah, that stuff is crazy.
Since my video had his number in there.
Someone is saying Hasanabi x Jidion stream went in his chat at the beginning of the video. I mean, we will unfortunately not be able to do a video together on on Twitch for obvious reasons. I am planning on having him on the podcast though.
Which the number doesn't even work anymore. They deleted it and I got a strike and they said that was harassment and cyberbullying. First off, I feel like any predator should be cyberbullied until, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I feel like they deserve it. But in this case, it wasn't even me cyberbullying. It was in the original video. So I got a strike for that. So these 2 strikes, I said, okay, YouTube, you got it. And what's crazy about this strike right here is if you guys remember when we did the phase rug stream, the reason why my stream ended was because I got this strike here. But I said, okay, YouTube, it is what it is. This strike right here, chat, this is the strike that took the cake. Oh my gosh. I was pissed. So as you guys can see, this is what YouTube had to say. Our team has reviewed your video and unfortunately, we think it violates our sale of regulated goods and policies. We remove the following content from YouTube. So basically, YouTube prohibits content that promotes or links.
Okay, what is happening here? I thought this was about like what happened to Corey?
And they deleted it, or I don't know, but no one looked at mad. I said I can see how this could be a mistake, right? YouTube means they didn't.
Hey, look at that. Hasan reacts to whose girlfriend is the most attractive. Hasan getting away with it. It's not even me. It's not even me. It's a fan channel and it's popping off. Let's go.
And review it. Either someone just said, nope, that was bad, and they deleted it, or I don't know, but no one looked at that video. Nobody. And look at this, chat. The video's still up. The puppets of online gambling. I'm scared to even, chat, me even showing this thumbnail could potentially put my channel at risk.
TLDR, he watched the anti-gambling video just like you, but got hit with a strike for promoting gambling. Yeah, it's bullshit. Inconsistent enforcement. It's fucking bullshit. And if you are a prankster, let alone, God forbid, a black content creator who also does like pranking videos, which the fucking platform definitely doesn't like all that much, especially because like when you're pranking motherfuckers in the real world, you have a tendency to go too far and annoy people, piss people off in real life and have like real life, have just like genuine reactions that are not positive. Okay. When you do that, YouTube claps your ass cheeks and does not fucking care and does it viciously and brutally. Okay. Straight up. That's what it is. But I do think that the lack of consideration, especially in Corey's case, the lack of consideration comes from not fully fucking looking into it in a similar capacity. Because Corey is like a really family friendly. Corey is really like he's overboard. Like I think a lot of times, at least this is what I hear from my black friends, that black content creators conduct themselves in a way that is extra careful, especially if they want to be brand friendly. They are extra careful because there's an additional layer of scrutiny that you get from the public. There's an additional layer of scrutiny that you get from moderation as a consequence of both the public and the way they react, and also the way that like moderation teams react in this situation. I mean, that itself is also that also is a very real thing that black people do in general. There's a concept called code switching for this reason, right? It's just you are in a predominantly white space. No matter where you go, it's incredibly difficult to understand. I will never understand it. I'm white. So you're constantly thinking about how you're conducting yourself. You're constantly seen as a representative of your entire race, no matter what you do. If you do something bad, then you are technically doing it for as a representation of all bad people, especially if it like falls in line with previously and foolishly created, violently, racistly created fucking stereotypes too. So no matter what happens, it's just like there's a two-tier system in every facet. It happens for the average black person in corporate life, as you just pointed out. You said, bro, just described my corporate life. It happens in YouTube. It happens in every other. It happens in every other facet of existence. I do want to have FD Signifier on soon, dude. FD Signifier had to change the titles of his videos, having black in the title, like his understanding of the manosphere video, which focused on the black manosphere. Yeah. How much is this because of hate watchers reporting these content creators? I think that plays a role in it. But even if that is a consistent thing, I think that like a platform that is careful and considerate needs to understand that that is a consistent counterforce that they need to certainly think about when they're dealing with moderation.
I started freaking out. I called my YouTube rep and I was talking to him. My YouTube rep is amazing, man. I love my YouTube manager. He does a great job. And even he was like, yeah, bro, this is crazy. So we were talking and he said, I'm going to talk to the policy people. We're going to try to get it taken care of. I'm out filming a video, right, chat? I'm in Washington, D.C., working on a very, very dope some very, very dope content that you guys are going to see soon on the main channel. I get a call back from him. He lets me know, hey, man, they haven't given me a response, but I'm not going to lie. It's looking bad, because when he basically told them, hey, this shouldn't be there. Their excuse was because I said the name of the gambling site that they will most likely not reinstate the video.
That's fucking bullshit. That is bullshit. Remoderating yourself to try and anticipate the outcome of your actions.
Bro, chat, I was in the middle of a Walmart freaking out. I was pissed. Like, I promise you guys, I've never been so pissed in my life. Respectful I was. Currently got a strike on YouTube for promoting gambling when I've never gambled in my life. And the video I reacted to was a hit piece on why you shouldn't gamble. Now my channel is one strike away from almost getting deleted. Currently freaking out. This is me being nice, chat. I put the nice emojis behind it and everything. But chat, I was freaking out because I don't know if you realize this, but if my second channel gets terminated, not only is the second channel that I love, the extra content that I give to y'all is gone. Also, if you have a channel terminated on YouTube, you cannot have any other channels. So since my second channel and my main channel are connected, my main channel is gonna get connected. So
like the real thing is like Keemstar, right? Like how the fuck can someone like Keemstar operate on YouTube outside of the confines of like YouTube? Meanwhile, you know, Jidion, who is a young content creator who has fucked up, who has done some shit, is not able to. Crowder, Stephen fucking Crowder. Like, I don't know, man. I think that like for me specifically, when I see this shit, yeah, I show speed. Jidion, these guys do some crazy shit, okay? Everybody on YouTube does fucking crazy shit. I criticize them when they do crazy shit. When I think about like genuine impact, like the genuine awful shit, massive content creators are pumping out. Racial agitprop, mass harassment campaigns against trans people. Matt Walsh's entire fucking documentary that basically has bought my fucking channel, okay? You can't click on a video without seeing Matt Walsh be like, what is a woman? Ugh, why can't I get pussy? Like literally all the fucking time. That stuff is infinitely worse. Like infinitely, unimaginably worse. So I know that there are two bad things can exist at the same time, but if you're going to talk about hypocrisy, if you're going to talk about this sort of stuff, like there are significantly worse enemies out there and significantly worse routine offenders out there who make their content around like being just awful, bigoted. I don't know. Yeah, I was talking about the YouTube ads. It's crazy, right? Black people have no power or support. Psycho Republicans do. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that black people get is like pandering at the end. The only thing that black content creators get is a little bit of pandering on Black History Month, and that's kind of it. You know what I mean? Here, look, we are putting you front and center. We handpicked a couple black content creators, and we're gonna showcase you to the rest of YouTube. Hopefully, this makes up for, you know, everything else. I've gotten PragerU shorts recommended to me after watching YouTube videos. The alt-right pipeline is scary as fuck. Anyway, we talking about the CoryxKenshin shit? Yeah, I already talked about it. Do any of them point out how fucked up that shit is? No, because like YouTube is also, political YouTube is like very insulated, and no one even considers that as a part of YouTube when they think about YouTube. I do, because that's where I'm at. That's the permanent space I occupy. You see what I'm saying? So I see that shit all day, every day, and it's fucking gross, and it sucks, and I hate it. And I think that is far worse. It's a lot better, and it's gotten a lot better, okay? It's gotten a lot better. Holy fuck, it's gotten a lot better. But my lord, is it still so fucking awful. So much incel. There is so much incel content out there. I don't know. There's just so much awful shit. So much bigoted content out there. Whenever I'm watching political content and let autoplay run, it'll go to PragerU and Crowder. It's especially nuts. I don't know the whole timeline, but was Leafy about the worst of it? Yeah. Like Raid said recently, it's hilarious now looking back at all the content creators that have said the N-word frequently in their content and now shifted their content. Black content creators aren't afforded that opportunity. It's so tragic how slow they are to understand each other. Like I generally don't like to say it, but he's like a butterfly compared to the fucking hurricane that is daily wire and adjacent stations that sucks people in the big tree. Yes. Clever bro, thank you for the 5 get the subs. Yeah. But it's like weird to cover this kind of issue over Jidion, because Jidion himself is not like, he's not the perfect content creator. But in a way, it's good to cover it over Jidion because you shouldn't have to be the perfect fucking content creator.